So we have literally had a lot of plane crashes. I mean, not here in the US, but just worldwide. We've actually had over 5 plane crashes in less than a week, or in about a week, but we have had three. But actually, we've had 3 plane crashes within 24 hours, and many people are wondering what is going on in the sky. So I'll be honest, there's a lot of speculation of what could be causing this. It is noted that commercial aviation has suffered the deadliest year since 2018, where there was mass fatalities due to aviation malfunctions or crashes. And some Americans and people worldwide are really starting to kind of get a little bit more fearful of flying if they didn't have it already. But now with this peak of crashes, it's really starting to come through. So let's talk about some of the astrology that can bringing this energy all kind of like full forward. So one of the things that I want to talk about is, of course, Uranus. Uranus is all about spontaneous energy. It's also all about centers of explosion, crashes. A lot of times think it does have to do with direct aviation, which would be flight. Well, back in 2018, Uranus was seen to be in the sign of Taurus for the majority of the year. Well, what's also interesting when we talk about Uranus is Uranus is known to rule the planet Aquarius. Aquarius as seen as this area of technology and movement, but Uranus being in Taurus makes me think that there's some energy around wealth and also material objects. And what's one of the most biggest, grandest material objects anybody could have? A fucking plane. And now today we have Uranus back in that energy of Taurus, and it's been there for a while. But what's also interesting is Uranus is currently at 23 degrees, and I know there's so much speculation about 23 degrees and is it really a dark and sinister degrees? Well, it's definitely a critical degree. And another thing that stands out about 23 degrees on that energy of is it's also making a square with Venus, which is currently with Aquarius. And what else is with Aquarius? Pluto. And that air sign loves to fuck some shit up. But another thing that I just want to talk about is that Mars retrograde. We currently have Mars retrograde in Leo. And right around the time that Mars was retrograde back in 2018 was all the way in the summer months. So it's kind of similar. I'm not sure what time most of the aviation crashes happened in 2018. I didn't put that much scope into it. But when you look at the sun right now, the sun is in Capricorn at 9 degrees. And guess what we are approaching? A new moon in Capricorn at 9 degrees, and that energy makes everything feel a little bit more dark, also shady, and it makes it feel like a little bit more centered with upper leaders and higher leaders, which we see that Mars retrograde hitting us again in retrograde in Leo. And this Mars retrograde is contraparallel to the Sun and also to Pluto. That Pluto, that's in Aquarius. And of course, Pluto in Aquarius is such a long-term transit. But the fact that this has all occurred in less than 24 hours and less than a week makes me think that shit is really shaken up. No pun intended. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, what astrology and areas of technology could be having its overall downfall. Only if Mercury was in retrograde too, then the problem would be officially solved.